There are many different, like style guides out in the world, whether you are trying to find an appropriate style for yourself. Whether you are an artist or, a designer or really just, like anything that involves, finding a unique style for, like clothing or, like for websites or just really designing anything in general. There will be something similar like this in the world to give you kind of like a brief idea and how to get started on designing something. Like I said, whether it's like if it's clothing or if it's toys or it's a website that you want to make or if it's your very own shop or whether what it is in general you plan on doing. Hello, mermaids and barnacle boys. My name is SpongeBob, and welcome back to another video. I have officially back once more. I am very sorry that I have, not made a video like this in a very long time. I have just been, busy with, catching up stuff for, my job and, like for school and, just plans and stuff for around, this month. But thankfully, next week I have spring break off. So that means I'll be able to make, more videos like these, in the future. And after I get done with, classes around like, I think like the end of like April or something, I'll be able to, to do a lot more videos, keep up to base and definitely do more shorts, which, excuse me, taking a water break here, which I've been doing, which you can probably tell I've been, uploading a lot, trying to keep, like myself active and not, see you guys just seeing my page being, nothing but just kind of like a dusty, shelf. But welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be looking at the SpongeBob SquarePants Toolkit, like style guide that is from 2002. Now you probably have seen this cover before, or you probably haven't, but this is a really unique, style guide, and they have made many more like throughout the years, which I have basically saved on my computer, and I've also saved on my phone as well, just in case like something bad happens, or I can use these if I want to make my own art style for this show in particular. Now I have found this, and you could see me right here. I am basically recording like with my phone on this. I could have like done the screen recording, but I just haven't had the time to be able to do that, and I'll probably like look into that probably around the end of my classes for April, around the end of April, so that way I can be able to do more fun videos, maybe some drawing tutorials, like in Photoshop, or me playing some simple like kind of like old games or something or whatever. But I have found this toolkit guide from a place called Internet Archive, which is basically kind of like a website, and you can see right here, like the description and the description of everything right here is from 2002, and like everything else and yada yada yada. But this website right here, you can make your own account. You can upload webs, books, videos, audio, software, and images. And again, you can upload, and you can sign up and be part of this website, which I probably won't do. You can make like blogs, projects, donate, and volunteer and stuff like that. But that's not really what we're looking into today. What we're going to be looking to is this toolkit guide. Now I've seen a few videos like this, but it only showed like showing like slideshows of pictures and everything. But I'm here as myself, just to kind of like go over like what this is used for and stuff like that, and showing like the stock arts that we all seen on like products, clothing, and whatever. So if we click this, you can see like right here. Let me just lower this down, and I can you can zoom out all the way to fit on here, but we can just like go like this. Now if I didn't say this, I'll say this once. I'll put a link in the description so you can kind of check this out for yourself if you don't want me to ramble about this, and you want to kind of like look at this for yourself. You can totally go ahead. You can pause the video, read all about this. This basically tells about like the actual show. This is the theme song right here. And if we go to the next page, we can see the logo designs. And for Nickelodeon, the infamous, jellyfish. They also did, a flower, a starfish, the fish, which I've seen a lot, and you can see it like right here too. And a seashell, which sometimes they use. And of course, you can obviously, like save these images onto your files if you want to make like your own, or like just like make your own kind of like example products. You can definitely use the color palettes and stuff like that. Let's just kind of like zoom in here just for a little bit. See, there's some more, like writing right here telling about it. See, we've all seen this logo before. We have seen this logo. It has been used, like the beginning of SpongeBob when it was first out through, I believe, 2004. Yes. I could be right or wrong, but you guys can let me know. And you got, another one right here with just, a couple palettes. And you got, like the logo right here with the fish and with all the characters on it. We got Sandy, Plankton, Squidward, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs. A little unfortunate they didn't put, Gary in. But, we got black and white version, stuff like that. Again, pause the video. You can read this all to yourself, or you can, read for yourself in the link in the description. On the left, this is the exciting part. Let's just kind of like zoom in again. I'll actually like read this for yourself. All right. Our hero SpongeBob resides in a fully furnished pineapple under the sea in Bikini Bottom. His incredibility, optimistic, and well-meaning, yet everywhere he goes, trouble seems to follow. SpongeBob is a dedicated employee of the Krusty Krab restaurant, where he aspires to be Employee of the Month every month. See all of these, and there's some facts right here. Let's try to like zoom in on this. And you can see, it's a little hard to see with the glare of the screen, but I could read it out. Did you know there are more than 2,500 different varieties of sponges? Sponges don't have a central nervous system, organs of distinction, or circulation. Their cells are lined with cilia to trap plankton and other small evil creatures. And you can obviously tell right here, each one of these has their own specific, like kind of like number right here. So you can see a lot of these we recognize, but specifically, this was the first stock art they made. We've seen this specific image of SpongeBob before. We've seen it, like on products, toys, furniture, memes, animations. We've seen this image, kind of like model of SpongeBob before. And the color palettes, we've seen them as well. But you can see if we kind of like zoom in right here, see this reads SBSBob.00.14c.eps. Now this was the first stock art of SpongeBob. Then this is our second, third, fourth, and fifth, and etc. You can see we got one, he's in a window. We've seen this one many times in like other packaging. Same thing with like some other ones. This one right here, this one's very recognizable. Like this one right here, where he's laughing. You got ones where he's basically naked right here. Some of them are actually if you really you can usually tell if it's based off of like a reference or something from like an episode if you actually like really like look closely. Like of course like this is a reference from Nature Pants. This is a reference from like the Plankton episode. SpongeBob Scaredy Pants, Bubble Stand, where he brings it around town. I believe this is a reference from one of the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episodes. I think it's the second one, but I could be incorrect. Of course, I think squirrel jokes, hall monitor, ripped pants, like a SpongeBob Christmas, I think. And I think, there's some other ones here, but, like some I just really cannot recognize. If we flip and go over here, of course, we got ones where, we're eating crabberries and, this Krusty Krab uniform. Of course, we got, like some famous ones that I know recognize, like this one. One he's wearing, one where, he's watching television, blowing, like heart bubbles, stuff. This is from, like, oh god, we just made a video about this tea at the Tree Dome. Whoops. Oh, no. Sorry about that. This is from, Hooky. I think this one's from Arg. And, like, Reef Blower, SB129. If we go over here, of course, we got Survival of the Idiots. Or, as some people call it, this version of these two right here, the $5, foot-long meme. If you don't know what that, is, just look up SpongeBob sandwiches at cheap price, $5 foot-long meme, and you'll get it. We got Mermaid Man Barnacle Boy right here. Obviously the pilot where he's dancing. Karate Choppers, like, duh, I'm stupid. I like karate. Duh. That one. We got one Jellyfish Net, Jellyfish. Of course, we got some that are based off like the theme song. Him, blowing up, sucking up water in the bathtub. Him, whistling his nose. This one, always says don't flop character artwork, but if we zoom in on this one, this says use the head from this pose when his likeness fills the entire product. Examples are beach ball, balloon, or book cover. Of course, we got some, like Muscle Bob Buff Pants. All these four right here. I think this one, oh, and this one's also, like a very famous, stock art. I think this is a little bit of water break here. I think this one in particular is used in the theme song where, they're riding the boats and it's, spells out his name. But I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. See, we got references from, Muscle Bob Buff Pants. I think this is also infamous from, hold on. We'll go spit on my phone right here. I think this is a reference from, I think the Fun episode where they're singing and SpongeBob puts on a hula outfit or something. No, I think so, but I could be wrong. Other ones, he's got surfing on snow. We got him talking to walkie-talkie here. Of course, in his karate outfits. And then, of course, there's different versions. We got, like, they do, like, A and B. So we got, this one right here, where he's in, his karate outfit giving it a kick. And there's one without it. So that's a pretty, cool style. So, yeah, that is all the SpongeBob stock arts. In total, they made 106 stock arts for SpongeBob during 2002. Now, of course, we know that's a lie because if you just go on various different, websites, you can obviously tell they made way more stock arts for not just SpongeBob, but for other characters as well. But during this time, this is like all they had. Now let's move on to the next character, who is Sandy Cheeks. She's the only squirrel of her kind with a penchant. I think so. For thrill-seeking sports like surfing, karate, and weightlifting, she lives under the sea in an air dome. She's Sandy Cheeks, one of SpongeBob's best pals, and SpongeBob loves hanging out with her. Unfortunately, being with Sandy usually entails the need for a crash helmet. So yeah, we can see like different, like this is the first one right here, which is her and and riding a jellyfish. We got other ones without her suit and whatnot. Sometimes I miss my old home in Texas, especially the barbecues, and we got a picture of Sandy, gorilla and stuff. Of course, you can see some of these are based off of, like some episodes and whatnot, like this one's from the Tree Dome where she's wrestling giant clam. We zoom in right here, we got some like cool facts right here. I said, did you know all squirrels are found all over the world except Australia? Some reach 10 to 12 years of age in the wild. Underwater squirrels die very young if there's a leak in their air dome. Well, hopefully, that didn't happen to Sandy. So yeah, we got a whole bunch right here. So I think That's it. So yeah, that's all the Sandy stock art right there. Now let's move on to the next one, who is Patrick Star, who we all very love much. You will most often find SpongeBob's best friend clinging to the underside of a rock. He is Patrick, the dim-witted starfish, whose hobbies include sleeping and lying doormat. Patrick idolizes SpongeBob, and together they unintentionally wreak havoc on everyone around them, which they do a lot. And you can see we can recognize a lot of these stock arts for Patrick right here, which, like, again, some references right here. We got, like, Valentine's Day. I think, like, it was from the episode where SpongeBob tries to get his Boeing license and Patrick helps out, and Patrick tries to wear his pants. You can see, of course, Survival of the Idiots, and, like, I think some episodes for Mermaid Man and Bark Boy. Let's look at the facts for Patrick. Did you know starfish can have up to 40, but no less than 5 arm-like extensions? Each arm has an eye spot that senses light, answering the age-old question, why don't starfish wear long-sleeved shirts? A starfish has no brain. See Patrick Star. Starfish can regenerate, so if left with only one arm, there's no need to replace their wardrobe. They can grow back into full starfish. So yeah, if you didn't know that, well, there you go. And we got some Gary stock arts right here. Now again, these were only the few at the time for 2002, but they definitely made a lot more for Gary as well. SpongeBob's confident, I think. SpongeBob's confident and pet Gary is a domesticated snail. He also happens to meow like a cat and can tie his shoes. We can see like different snails right here. You can read all about that, or you can check out, like I said, link in the description. And then next we got Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and Plankton. Squidward Tentacles, co-worker and neighbor of SpongeBob, dreadful clarinet player. Squidward is an embittered, a loaf octopus. Everyone and everything annoys him. This could stem from the fact that Squidward is 2 arms short of a full set. The octopus, a true work of art. See, of course, we can recognize all these stock arts from episodes. Think Nautical Neighbors. I think that's really it. And we got some where we're at cash register, running, and of course playing his clarinet and all of that. You can see from Mr. Krabs right here. He only had 2 at the time, so unfortunately he didn't really have much to work with. But again, like over time, like I said, many, he was able to get more. Mr. Krabs, he's the greedy owner of the Krusty Krab and SpongeBob's money-hungry boss. Although Mr. Krabs finds SpongeBob a constant source of aggravation, he genuinely likes him, but more than anything, even more than $1. Single-parent vibes, his wail of a teenage daughter, Pearl. You can see, come on, time is money, read on, arg. You see him, like in a normal pose, and then with a big bag of cash. And we got Plankton right here, and you can see all the different phytoplankton right here, and some, like facts for, Mr. Krabs and stuff, which you can read on your own. Plankton, he owns Plankton's chum bucket, the Krusty Krab's rival. Wait, hold on, let me read that one. He owns Plankton's chum bucket, the Krusty Krab's rival, and business isn't good. Could be because he's penduous and mean, constantly planning to put Krabs out of business by stealing his famous Krabby Patty recipe. Plankton is short, he suffers from a Napoleon complex. It shows Plankton equals compact evil. You can see all the different ones right here, so you can see, from the episode of Plankton right here, and you got him like with the Krabby Patty and stuff like there. And I think this was a reference from, obviously, the episode by his name where he yells, "I went to college" or something like that. But I could, could be wrong. And then we got jellyfish. These are inhabited of jellyfish fields, pink, serene, spineless wonders that spend their days floating carefree through the ocean and stinging, annoying interlopers. That's not all they do, silly. These wild beasts are also a source of sweet delight, natural honey, flavor unknown. That sticky sweetness is just a tentacles put away. Yes, getting jelly from a jellyfish is much the same as getting milk from a cow. Fascinating. And as SpongeBob likes to say, the is nothing better than the taste of natural jelly from a jellyfish. As we can see right here, if you print this out, you can cut out a little jellyfish and a little hat right here, and we got stock arts for jellyfish right here, and more facts right here, and we got some stock arts around. You can see, make your own gag. So again, you can print this out, make a little comic, cut these out, get a little hat and stuff. Now let's move to the group poses, which is basically, a group pose is basically 2 or more people, like together or something. See, we got a bunch right here. Of course, some of these are referenced from, episodes, of course, and some that we recognize dearly from, like our childhood. See, we got a reference from Patrick on top of SpongeBob. I think this is a reference from, jellyfishing, I believe. Yes, and then we got, ones here, the episode Fun, where SpongeBob and Plankton have a good time. We got a lot of ones with, SpongeBob and Patrick together, one with Sandy, and, them putting up, Christmas and stuff like that, and then, a couple with, like SpongeBob and Gary together, you can see right here. And we got, a few more right here, which they have a weird, like, color palette, which I don't know why, but you could see right here, a lot of ones, and, some of them right here. And then we have limited color palette and 9 spots colors. So, them with like limited colors, basically with 0 black lining and stuff. A little weird, but use these colors in only special pattern circumstances. Print full color art whenever possible. And as you can see right here, we got character colors and lineup. And, like a little Who Stole the Krabby Patty and, little hints on like who stole it, but I think we all know who did it. As you can see, these are all stock art colors for all the characters. Now, like I said, if you don't know what a stock art is, it's basically like a high quality kind of like photo or drawing or something that's like used for commercial purposes, and like all that other fancy stuff. That's why like the drawings or stock arts are much more high quality than like the actual cartoons. Because if you compare like season 1 SpongeBob to like today's modern stock art for him, you can definitely tell the difference, that they put more effort in the stock arts than the actual cartoon. Not saying that the cartoon's bad. Of course, during season 1 they used cell animation, so it was a little difficult, but I still like the show no matter what. So you could download this, use the colors right here. It will show you like what they're used for and stuff. You got for SpongeBob, Gary, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Jellyfish, Crabs, and Plankton right here. So yeah, but I have made my own color palette. If you haven't already, you can check me out on Pixlr and or DeviantArt, where I make all my amazing spongy art. And as we can see, we got props, which we have like buses and like items from like the show and stuff. We got the pirate dude, anchor, a boatmobile, SpongeBob's glasses, the TV treasure chest, the little doodle right here. The SpongeBob doodle is perfect as a stamp mark, embedded signature accent, or to be used as a funny element. For a design, it could be its own key art, but please do not use this art as a replacement for a pose or used to interact with other characters. So yeah, we got, Bikini Bottom, life preserver here, a kelp bar, an alarm clock, and Squidward's clarinet, and some bamboo to make, kind of like a picture frame right here. And of course, background for Bikini Bottom. You know, these are references from, you know, the show. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. Why is it? Sorry. Alright, that was weird. That was like a weird blue highlight. Weird. But, like I said, backgrounds Bikini Bottom. We got, you know, Krusty Krab. You know, like the beach. You know, like wooden planks, Con Street, Jellyfish Fields, inside SpongeBob's house, the tree dome, and of course, you know, like the sky and stuff. And so, yeah, of course, you could try to, you know, like use these for like backgrounds for like your screensaver or whatever you want. And we got, of course, patterns and textures, which they all have their own specific, you know, like naming to them. Use these tileable elements to create all kinds of swell, nifty backgrounds, which I'll probably use these for like custom clothing because these are very nice. Of course, you know, SpongeBob and Patrick are wearing, you know, one of them right now, so you can obviously tell by that. Then over here we have making stuff. So this basically kind of like, to basically sum this up, you can this basically tells about what, you know, like SpongeBob is all about for, you know, promoting stuff. And, you know, like, yeah, talks about the comedy and the humor and all that. So you can pause, read all this, and you can also read all this as well. We got, you know, like shows you like a design example if you want to make designs for, you know, SpongeBob right here, and maybe some stickers you can see right here, which I'll probably, maybe I'll recreate these for my own. That'll be really cool. And of course, you know, right here you could use like words for, you know, like on like products or like shirts or whatever. You know, look at all that, read that. This is kind of like an example, some sample products here, like this rubber ball and this t-shirt with SpongeBob saying booty with, you know, like binoculars on the back. It's a treasure chest. Now that's funnier than a pig in a pork pie hat. Sure is, Sandy. Sure is. So yeah, there's examples there. And of course, you got some, you know, fonts. We got, you know, like Tiki Surf, Bikini Bottom, Rastin, Tiki Island, Sponge Boy, Coffee House, Reporter Z, A Pitch, Bikini Bottom Light, and Stone Sands right here. Free on disc. I don't know where you would get the disc from. I don't even know where you would get this style guide in the first place, but you can probably find it somewhere like on the Nick website if they even still have this anymore. But if anyone knows where you can get this other than, you know, like Internet Archive, let me know in the comments below. But of course, some of these, you know, you can recognize, but if you do want to, you know, like, you can also find the fonts for these. If you want to use these fonts, you can probably like look on the internet or something. But there's a website that's called like DaFont, DAFONT, DaFont. If you just type in dafont.com, you'll find hundreds of like different fonts or something. But I'll leave that probably for another day if I feel like making a video about it. But yeah, this is like all the fonts right here. Hey kids, use Stone Sands for a legal copy. We got Employee of the Month of SpongeBob right here. And on the back, legal page, you know, like stuff if you want to like make kind of like example products for SpongeBob. You must put the copyright of the year, Viacom, all that. Or now I don't really, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure Paramount as of right now owns SpongeBob instead of Viacom, but I could be mistaken for that. But you guys can let me know in the comments below. And of course, make sure you put Steven Hillenburg's signature, his, you know, famous signature on like everything. So yeah, you can, you know, read all this if you want, yada yada yada. And then this is, you know, the back page right here. Of course, we have the credits and all of that. So yeah, that is really it for today's video. That is the SpongeBob SquarePants Toolkit from 2002. When I first come across this, when I was just searching stuff like, because I saw this cover many times, and I was like, what if I can try to find something like this? And when I found it on this website right here, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. I can use these, like, when I found like this website, like right here, I was like, oh man, I can use this. Oh man, so like I first found this on my phone, and I downloaded it, like all like the pictures of all the pages on and all on like my phone, so I can like use it for examples and whatnot. So yeah, and this is not the only style guide they made. They made a ton more, which I have saved right here. You can see we got the first movie style guide, SpongeBob art guide, 10th anniversary art guide, punk art, icon art, and yeah, I think that's it. And there's also like a few ones that I'll try to find on my own. And I think there's also a Fairy Odd Parents one, I believe, that I found. So yeah, if you want me to do a video on that, let me know. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching today's video. This is really cool. I'm really happy something like this exists, where it shows like a lot of the stock arts, and I'll definitely be using this as a reference guide to make art of my own. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. It's good to be back and making videos like this. For now, I'll probably do another one tomorrow if I feel like it, but stick around for that. So like I said, thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you like what you see here and you want to see more of it, be sure to click, hit the subscribe button today, click that bell notification so you'll stay notified when I make new videos. Like the video, comment what you think of it. Was this very useful to you? Have you seen this before? Have you like used this once, or like just let me know what you thought about this in general in the comments below, and I'll definitely try to reply to all of your suggestions and whatnot. And also, not to mention, on the 19th of March is going to be my birthday, so I'll try to do something for my birthday. I'll maybe not, who knows, but 19th, very special day. I'll probably make a good video for that. Maybe I will, maybe before, after, or something, I don't know, but depends on if I'm busy or not. But with all that being said, thank you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.